Alright, welcome to With That Being Said. I am your host, Animal Brown. Alright, this is the only show where you give your rap takes and get points for them, alright, depending on how hot they are. I've got two guests in the building. I've got Spike Lou here, and I've got Press Play Jones. You know how we get down. I've got 5 questions, all hip-hop related. Whichever one gives the best take, they are awarded the point. Whoever's got the most by the end of the show wins. It's that simple, alright? So let's get this thing started. First off, we've seen a lot of artists getting arrested out here in these streets, specifically in Georgia. We got Daz Dillinger, we had Young Thug, we had Ty Dolla $ign. My question is simple. I'm going to start with Jones. Where is the hip-hop fall guy? Is that still needed?
The hip-hop fall guy. No, I don't think it's needed. I think the system is basically using these celebrities as an example of what not to do for the community. So, in my opinion, there's no fall guy. They need to just stop fucking up. That's what they need to do.
Lou, should the artists get their mind right, or should they have a guy on the side to take the L?
This is all a part of the publicity stunts that artists have in 2018. The artists, they don't need fall guys now because they mugshots getting posted on IG. People think it's popular to be the outlaw, to be the bad guy. Young Thug just had a situation where he was caught with the AKs and the guns. So I don't think that there's a fall guy because the rappers want to be the tough guys now.
Is that fact, Jones? Do the rappers want to be the tough guys? Or can you still be the tough guy with, your homeboy from back in the day taking the charges for you?
It's a whole different generation now. Like, these folks weak as hell. So there ain't nobody taking charges for nobody anymore. It's just not happening.
I think this generation, like I said, it's a totally different generation, but I think that this generation of rappers was raised on a generation of rappers that they seen do tough stuff. So they think they want to do the same things. They want to be like Pac that got the jail charges. They want to be like all the other favorite rappers that went to jail. So they taking the charges themselves.
But who's really like Pac? Who's really like Biggie? Ain't nobody trying to take no damn bullet for nobody.
No shout outs to Bupac or Trav. None of that. Shout out to them. All right, man. Hey, listen, that was a close one. I got to give it to Lou for this go round 1. All right, that was an exciting one though. Don't worry, Jones. You have your chance to come back. All right, this next one. We're going to talk about Eminem, all right? Now, he released his Kamikaze album out of the blue, all right? A lot of critics said that this was his best album in a long time, and with that being said, it's still not that good. So, Lou, let me start with you first. Was this Kamikaze album a success?
Well, this probably will go to you, ma'am, because I am an Eminem biased person. No, this album was not a success. No one wants to hear a 43-year-old Caucasian male talk about anything nowadays, more or less dissing other rappers who don't even rap anymore. Joe Budden's don't even rap. And that was the biggest diss that he had in his whole song, and now he's beefing with another white rapper who no one cares about. So, no, this album was not a success. The last album wasn't a success, and the one before that wasn't a success either, Eminem.
Jones, was this Kamikaze a W or an L?
I like Eminem. Okay. That's unfortunate. He was my only real white crush back in the day. So no, it wasn't a success. But I like the rap beef. Like, I still think Eminem's hot. No, he's not gonna get the same.
You mean hot like cute?
Yeah, which hot are you speaking of? Are you seeing like poster on the wall?
Nah. First of all, Eminem's lyrics always gonna be dope. Regardless, I don't care if he's 86, he's still gonna come out here and kill the new school rappers. Like, ain't nobody, he's a battle rapper, can't nobody come against him. And I think the only one that, I don't think nobody can beat him. Wayne could fuck with him, but that's it.
If Joe Budden came out of retirement, Jones, you're telling me he don't want to smoke with Eminem?
Budden?
Yes.
Was that a question?
So you didn't like MGK's response? The Rap Devil was kind of hot.
No, like he was just trying to get a little fame. He did what he did. But Eminem crushed his ass with his lyrics.
Again.
So if you didn't actually go back and listen to what he actually said, Eminem killed him. Like, bottom line. It might not, the flow might not have been as good, but his lyrics was phenomenal.
Everyone knows Eminem can rap. He don't get any notches in his belt, for going through and crushing Machine Gun Kelly. Like, this is congratulations, Eminem. Like, to even be engaging with Machine Gun Kelly and that being news for Eminem, that's an L to me. To even be engaging with Joe Budden, who don't even rap anymore, is an L to me. He's ran out of people to disrespect or people that's gonna pay.
What is Eminem? Eminem gonna talk about anybody any given day.
That's his
like if you talk about your own mama, you'll talk about anybody. Like,
the point is, like, no one cares anymore. Like, those were the only two people.
Obviously, people care because those are the only two. How many views was on YouTube for it? It was in millions, millions in less than hours.
It's Eminem though, like you said.
Like, so people care,
but it doesn't. Is the content ain't good.
I've got to give this one to Jones. She admitted that she had the Eminem poster on her wall back in the day.
And she had a crush on him.
So
that's rough.
That transparency, that was real. That's a real look.
She got to be from Detroit.
To Jones growing up. So I got to give her that one. All right, round 3. Next up. Now, big boy concerts popped off this year. We had J. Cole's KOD concert with Jaden Smith and Young Thug opening up for him. Then we also had Aubrey and the Amigos. That's, of course, Drake and the Migos. Taking their tour worldwide. And then last but not least, we had Jay-Z and Beyonce on the Run tour. Now, when this year is said and done, Lou, which one of those tours will be remembered to be the most popping for 2018?
We can get J. Cole out of there ASAP. So, yeah, J. Cole my boy and everything, but I'm not sitting through a J. Cole and Young Thug concert for reasons that I can't even begin to name. I went to the Beyonce and Jay-Z concert. That's a Beyonce concert. Jay-Z's just a hype man. That's it. It's her concert. So, I mean, it was cool if you like Beyonce. So I got to give to Drake. Like, Drake on top right now. He's the sixth god. He's doing everything correctly. He got probably the best songs, best show. I wouldn't say he's the best artist, but he is the most popular. You never know what you're going to get. Him and Meek got back together here just a minute ago, and that was big. You're going to get more moments at a Drake show than either one of those shows unless you're a big Beyonce fan.
All right, Jones, does Drake take the concert crown for 2018?
Okay. J. Cole, love him. Jaden Smith, I heard he did his thing. But yeah, he's out.
He's third place?
He's third place.
Okay, give him the bronze. Give him the bronze medal.
Okay, Drake. Migos can't perform. Like, they suck at performing. So, one, I'm not excited to see them at all. Like, and Drake looks retarded half the time when he performs with his hand like this all the time. So,
blasphemy.
Now, does he have the most popular songs? Yes. But best performance, best concert, hands down, probably would go to On the Run tour.
Coming from a Beyonce,
even though
I'm sure.
I don't think Jay-Z should be on tour with her.
Yes.
Like, I don't think that should happen. Like, he's just like capitalizing off his wife. Hey, I get it, whatever. I guess I would do the same thing. But I had to get, because there's no better concert or better performer than damn Beyonce. There's no better performer.
Coming from a Beyonce fan.
But let's be real. Who can perform better than Beyonce? Who puts on a better show?
This is true. And if she were on the bill by herself, then I would agree with you. But Jay-Z is buffling around.
And she rapping.
Jay-Z buffling around on stage. He's coming out with bulletproof vests on. I don't even know what Jay-Z is doing there, like you said. So that takes away from the bill to me.
What can Beyonce not do?
She can't make Jay-Z look better at this concert. That's what she can't do. And it's hurting her.
First of all, the Jay-Z slander will stop immediately. Neither one of you will get a point.
That's my guy.
But I got to give this one to Jones. The On the Run 2 tour was worldwide. The other two were nationwide. You got to give them props. And then on top of that, Jay-Z and Beyonce just toured off of old records. They dropped a new album in the middle of it and didn't perform hardly any records on that new album. Is still sold out across the world. The 2018 will be remembered for the On the Run 2 tour. Please believe it. It's another one for Jones. Lou, you losing right now, 2-1.
This is rigged. It has to be rigged.
All right, let's get to round 4, man. Let's see if you can redeem yourself. Wale, MMG's own, after a little bit of instability with his record label situation, he's back with a new EP. It was called Free Lunch. All right. Now, my question is simple. Is Wale better off rapping still, or should he pursue other avenues? I'm going to start with Jones.
Wale should hang up the mic and just pursue other avenues. Like, I've been through with Wale. Like, long time ago, he ain't came out with a real hit in how many years? Like, I'm over Wale. So I think he need to do his thing and go ahead and be the businessman that he is.
Yeah, Lou, what do you think? Should he hang up the mic?
The thing that funnels everything else that Wale does is because he's very, very good at rapping. No, he should not stop rapping. It's how Michael Jordan sell tennis shoes by playing basketball. LeBron sell movies by playing basketball. The only way that Wale is talking to Jerry Seinfeld or Dan Gilbert or gets the newest Nikes if he continues to come out with his awesome poems or spoken word that he does. I'm not knocking it. It's not for me, but he is very, very good at it. So he should continue to do it.
First of all, I can't believe he just compared Wale to Michael Jordan.
Somewhat.
Is he like Michael Jordan on the Wizards? Like, I'm just
Jordan
like
of poems. Right. He's the Michael Jordan of poems.
Of spoken word, is what you're saying. What would you, if you were Wale's manager, Jones, what would you suggest? What route would you suggest that he go? Should he go fashion? Should he go maybe into acting? What avenue would you guide him in?
I wouldn't manage him. Like, I'm just...
It's clearly something personal with Jones and Wale. I'm not sure how he hurt you.
I didn't like Wale.
Like, I pass on Wale. Go ahead.
Alright, into the Wale talk. Man, just missed him quick.
You must have met Wale.
I got to give that.
There it is.
Did he give you the autograph for the picture that you requested?
No.
I wouldn't ask for an autograph. Like,
well, okay, let me ask you this before we move on. Jones, should Wale just sign maybe to a new label? Does he need a new change of scenery? Would that help?
I think he just need to let the new people do their thing and step out the way.
That's fair, Lou.
There you go. That's the point to it. Wale should be somewhere else, not on MMG. Wale is not a role player. He doesn't do well in the role player role. I don't know that he can go somewhere and be a superstar, but in his mind, that's what he is. So he should be able to go and at least fail at trying to be the superstar. He should be the number one on some level.
Okay.
Wale has reached his peak and on the decline. Like, it just is what it is. But, I mean, he might be a fan. He might have got an autograph.
You haven't heard my show.
Wale showed Lou love when he saw him in the club, apparently. And for that, I got to give the W to Lou. I think a change of scenery would be best for Wale. The move to him going to MMG was questionable to begin with. It did turn out okay, but maybe he's just wearing out his welcome. So it's tied up 2-2 coming into this final round. Let's do it like this. Let's talk Joe Budden. Well, not specifically Joe Budden. Rappers turning into journalists. We've got several artists getting behind the mic, starting podcasts and TV shows. You could say Noriega kicked it off with his podcast, Drink Champs. Now you've got Fat Joe, you've got Joey Badass, and the aforementioned Joe Budden with his new TV shows. My question for you, Lou, are rappers turning journalists a good thing for hip-hop?
Only if they have something that they bring, like a niche. The reason that Nori was good at this is because he got drunk with people when they were open with him. When Fat Joe does it, when Joey Badass does it, Slim Thug tried it, Lil Duval tried it, none of those people were interesting. They were interested on social media maybe, or they're interested on their main platform, but just being able to sit there and have a conversation, everyone can't do that. Joe Budden is very good at it, and I think that's why he's been able to excel. He's been doing it his whole career, though. Remy Ma is doing a good job as well. I have to see how long it would be before she plays out. So if they have something to offer, like Remy Ma is very outspoken, Joe Budden's outspoken, and he has insight. If you have insight or you're outspoken and you bring something to the table, then yeah, I think it's a good move. But if you're just doing it because you were famous or popular, nah.
Jones, should more rappers get in the podcast lane?
Well, first, let me agree with most of the things he said until he brought up Joe Budden. I think his show sucks ass. It's very boring. Very, very boring. He needs to find a way to spice it up. But I think some people are good at it. Some people have the personality for it. Like, I can see Cardi B doing it. Like, she's an interesting person. Like, even Nicki Minaj is an interesting person. Like, I don't want to see J. Cole do a podcast. I'm sorry. That's gonna be boring as fuck. So, I mean, as far as popularity, I mean, everybody, if you think you could do it, try it. But I'm more for it. Like, if it's gonna expand to the masses, you have to have some kind of good personality to make it pop. Like, this show right here is not gonna pop unless somebody makes it pop. All this back and forth, it's cool for people that's really into hip hop, but for somebody that's just like, just scrolling through YouTube, like, I want to hear something that pops, say something that's interesting, make me laugh, make me do something. Like,
good point. Now, you mentioned Nicki Minaj. Lou, do you see a future with Nicki behind the podcast, Mike?
Absolutely not. I don't think that people are going to care long enough, and Nicki doesn't really have a distinct voice. Like, once a controversy happens, like her and Cardi or something with her and Flex, then she can get on there and talk about it the next week is perfectly fine. But if she just got to hold the whole show like Joe Budden's does and you say that's boring, I could imagine Nicki sitting there reviewing hip-hop news and like pull my ears off of my head if I have to listen to that.
All right. Jones, you have a rebuttal.
I'm definitely not the biggest Nicki fan right now because I believe she's a hater, but she's very well respected in the industry, and again, she has personality. So once something starts falling off,
which personality?
Several.
She has 9.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which one?
So when stuff starts falling off with her radio show, guess what? She could call Wayne up. She could call B up. She could call whoever she want up and say, "Hey, I need you to say something on this mic."
B who?
Auntie. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, like, she is well respected in the industry. Like, you can't take that from her.
So do you think that her being well respected, I'm gonna bring like people on her show?
Yeah, it'll help for sure.
You gotta respect that. Apparently, she's making calls behind the scenes anyway to get people off songs and to get people out of venues. So apparently, her Rolodex is deep. And for that reason, I got to give Jones the W. She had me when she shitted on Joe Buttons. So she had the W sold up from there. 3-2. Jones wins this episode. You got a couple seconds, Jones. What do you have to say to close it out?
It's easy. Simple.
Light work. Take that, Spike Lou. Man, all right, man. Well, with that being said, I'm Animal Brown for Spike Lou and Press Play Jones. We'll see y'all next time.